Not being a woodworker, I get into some weird situations where I probably haven't set myself up for success. And looking at the neck here, I'm going to try and get it in focus here. I have a little lip at the end of it here, right here, and I don't know what it is, maybe a 1/4 inch above this surface. And then I have the fingerboard glued on, and the deal is I need to take this surface down because I have to move some wood around here, some timber. This is going to be sitting on top of that, and I'll try and put it over here where you guys can see. And as you can see, this top would be sitting above the fretboard were I to just glue it on as is. And it needs to be sitting, that top needs to be sitting about a 1/4 inch lower than the fretboard. This fretboard's about 40 thousandths from the deck here. So bottom line is I got to take off about 150 thousandths. I don't know what that translates into in inches, but 150 thousandths here. So I set up a couple blocks on here to give me a level playing field. I'm going to plow out between the two, and then I'll have to come back and I guess do these by hand or come up with some other method, maybe take these blocks and glue them here in the center and then come back and finesse this stuff. But I don't want to get into the fretboard. I'd much rather just chisel this out by hand and sand it down than I would you know, ruin it. So any hoozle, that's what we're going to do. Hundredths, so 227 thousandths. So I need a few more thousandths, which when I had to do that last little bit, I left a little ridge here. I didn't want to go too deep. I started a little bit too deep down here, and it'll all plane out. It'll be just fine. But I left it a little high intentionally, and this just wasn't going to happen over here because I ran out of table on the far end there. So we just kind of let that be. I'll chisel that out, no big deal. Doing a quick gut check here, making sure I have all my clearances, and I've taken and put a center line on these pickups, and I've got plenty of room to bury these transformers based on where the center lines are. So that's making me feel pretty good about the design for these. Next part's going to be getting this top set up so that it's in the right place and we get as much figure from this wood, or whatever the hell this stuff is called. I don't know if it's called a figure when it's like this, but all the disease, we want to see the disease, and this is the piece that's going to go up. So I can't remember. Yeah, this will be our bottom half here. So it looks like I'm pretty close dimensionally. I think my horn's going to have just a little bit shaved off. It's got to come up just a little bit, but I'm pretty close. Just gave the guitar a good tracing there, just to kind of set a general line. I'm going to stay about a 1/4 of an inch off of that at least. You know, give me some room to slide it back and forth, but that's definitely going to be the body of the guitar. I think that's the coolest part of this wood. You know, this gray isn't quite as nice, but this being right in the center, it almost looks like a paint splash or something. And then I think the neck is going to take up most of this where the Beatles got to it there, so this should be pretty darn cool. Starting to get this neck joint going, and it's definitely going to be cut off a little bit before what I've got here, so I'll probably just take that part off so I don't have to worry about fitting it up. But yeah, starting to look like what I thought it would. Now we're getting a pretty good look at what the finished product's going to look like here. So yeah, got our little control cavity here that's going to have, I think it's going to have a 3-way switch in it, which will be a rotary style, so it'll just have 3 knobs, 1, 2, 3. So 3-way switch, volume tone, or volume 3-way switch tone, not sure. But I really don't use the tone knob ever. It's just not my style. I like to just let it rip, and so may not even put a tone knob in. We might just have a volume and a switch. I kind of like that way. This is actually a clicker, so it can do a circuit. So I could do something funky with that. I could do kind of like front pickup, back pickup. I think that would actually work. I'm not sure yet. I haven't pinned all this out to see exactly what your options are, but then it has a rotary volume. Most people use these as a volume, and then they kick in a second pickup. So you know, if it works as a double pull, double throw kind of situation where I could switch from this to this, that would be kind of cool. But we'll see. Anyhow, I think that's it for this weekend. Next weekend should be major production. Don't let me love.